Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Ermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gain on that return. So Texas's offense comes on the field first today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving corps that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose this secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop it at the 49, and that'll be a first down. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. And keep him off balance with a run. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football.
The ball is loose. The defense scoops it up.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Back. It's Flanagan. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Drop back here on third down. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. The Huskers will have to kick it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's second down. One man in the backfield. Look at the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense facing a third and long from 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Longhorns will line up to punt it away.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Looking to throw. It's Flanagan. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Swarmed by the pass rush.
I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. Let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Comes up with the catch. Heads out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion of the big tight end. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. The Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to chuck it again. It's an out route. The catch made. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught. Completion. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at 10.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. They may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. With the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down with an explosive play by this offense. Big game. That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to put thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Good throw, complete to the tight end. That's enough to move the sticks and get them the 1st down at the 41. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets made on the out route. Breaks into the clear. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. A play action looking to throw. Quick dart to the right. Downfield shot. Ball is incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. 2nd down after that previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He fires it down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call for the fair catch here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it. There's room to run. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. To throw, it's Flanagan. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And the Huskers come to the line with 1st and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the extra point goes up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work a quick game out. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They move the 6, but going to the line here on 1st down now. Wants to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Throws out the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking for his back. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this 1st half.
Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He lets it go. He's wide open. Look out. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
He bought some time, now lets it go. And is intercepted. He's bringing it back. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a 1st half of football. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this 2nd half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Longhorns will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 3 in that play. So now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. To the air. It's Flanagan. Grabbed by the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking right, this one caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down. The Huskers have 1st and 10 here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Cornhuskers are on the move here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. But all of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. They'll try the ground game here. He eludes a tackle.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Flanagan. Lets it fly to the wideout. And they will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. That kind of execution, a long drive. That's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one.
The pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks like a deep shot here. An outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Took contact on the throw.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. To throw, it's Flanagan. Makes a quick grab. He's got room to run. Both out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Important second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's back to throw again on second down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the defense finally will get him down. And that sack will end the third period. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. The Cornhuskers will line up to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got the first and still going. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing when he's potentially capable of doing it.
So, second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Oh, look at the big fella trying to get all the way home. Can he make it? They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. Suddenly off the interception, it's first and goal for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Huskers. They continue to roll up the score.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Nebraska, 28, Texas, 6.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Contact as he threw it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Tries to get it to the running back. This time a completion. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country.
He'll take a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What's another incompletion? Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a costly hold. Nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Off target and incomplete.
Boy, what a job here by this defense, mixing up their looks. They get to him again. Hit him as releasing the ball. Just a rough night for the poor quarterback. And
looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return. Tackle to the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Back to throw. It's Flanagan. They pressure him and sack him, and he tackled inside the 10.
A loss of 8 yards on the play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
A loss of 6 yards on the play.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Turns it loose downfield. The pass is incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The ball is caught. We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Chewing clock with the running game. Stop right there at the line. No gain there.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play. Bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? At the 10. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. So that explosive highlight play taken off the board because of the penalty. Offense is going to have to bounce back from that one. Ouch. Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Flanagan. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. The coverage team able to bring the return to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Second down after the incompletion. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.